just to show up, we just really appreciate your time and our presentation. How long was our presentation last, Jared?
About 3 hours.
No, we're going to do the meeting soon. No, we're kidding. About 45 minutes, right?
That's right.
We're going to do a 45-minute little short presentation. You guys can answer questions afterwards. But I just wanted to tell you why I'm doing this business and why I love this product. I've been on Doyen for about a year, and I introduced to Dr. Nick, and Dr. Nick said, hey, I got other companies coming to me with other stuff. And I said, I really love this president of this company. I love this product. And then when we got in the car and drove down to see Dr. Lindsay Duncan speak the end of October, that changed everything. And we left there knowing you're the first. You're the first to hear about the product, which we think is the best of the best. And I became a father 10 months ago. Golf class. And when my baby came into this world, I told myself I'm going to get wealthy. And I do really well, and I don't mean this arrogantly. I do really well as an actor and a filmmaker, and but I did spend a lot of money, and I was wondering where my money went. And I just started visualizing passive income streams. And I know when I do a movie that as the movie gets older, the residuals get lower. And I know if you position yourself in a company like this, the residuals will just get bigger. And so we really appreciate you guys coming. I'm going to introduce Jared. Before you guys give him a golf clap, Jared is, I've been around some other MLM people that make a living in the MLM world, direct sales, whatever you want to call it. And some of these guys, and there's women that have done a long time, have this slick little thing to them, and they can't get rid of it. And I'm not naming names or anything, but I didn't want to be a part of that. And this company is all about really helping people, and it's got an authentic base to it. And Jared's an authentic guy, and he's made a lot of money in the multi-level marketing, millions. And I really trust him, and I'm going to hand it over to Jared to lead this group right now. All right, Jared?
Thanks, buddy. Thanks, Papajohn. Excited to be out in Los Angeles, Southern Cal. We did a meeting in Orange County last night, the very first meeting in Orange County. How many of you guys were there at that room? In that room, it was a small room of people. Give them a hand. First meeting in Orange County. And that's really where it starts out, is with just a handful of people, just like it did here in Los Angeles. It started out with just 2 or 3 people. And really it was Michael Papajohn, one person, that it started with, and it grew to this. But pretty soon it's going to be hundreds of people hearing about this company. And before I get started, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. Papajohn kind of talked a little bit about it. My wife and I, we have 3 kids. We live in West Texas, in Lubbock, Texas. If you watch college football, we have Texas Tech University. Any college football fans from here? Yeah, all right. So that's where I'm from. And I got involved in this industry 10 years ago. And I've been in the traditional business world as well. I've owned cell phone stores, and at one time had a call center that I owned in Phoenix, Arizona, where we did mass distribution around the United States. So I've been in both business arenas, and here's what I can tell you. There's no better form of income than residual income. And so and the more people that I network with around the United States, and even now internationally, especially even wealthy people, what they really start to look for is, how can I earn residual income, whether that's through businesses or investments or different types of things. And so that's what tonight is all about, because I would think that everybody in this room, this size of room, knows somebody that was first in something. They were at the right place at the right time, and they took action. You gonna get that phone, Dr. Nick? Come on, pick up the phone. So, but all of us know somebody that was first, right? Or they were at the right place at the right time, and because of timing, it changed their life financially. And for some people, it changed generations in their family financially, because being at the right place at the right time, timing. And so if you only hear one thing tonight, that's what I would tell you is the most important, is timing. This right here, Genesis Pure, is going to be the next billion-dollar brand globally in health and wellness. There's been 3 revolutions that have dominated the economies of not just the United States, but the world. The Industrial Revolution. Second was information technology and computers. The internet, right? That dominated our economy and all over the world and controlled it. Well, the third is the health and wellness revolution. So if you've ever read the book by Paul Zane Pilsner, The Next Trillion, he talks about the next coming boom. And that's what it is. And you know, all of us know that health and wellness is becoming huge, but it's very, very small compared to what it's going to be. In fact, in 10 years, many economists predict that people will pay far more for alternative health methods than they do for traditional health methods. And so the fountain of youth, you know, people have talked about that for hundreds of years, but it is the next, you know, dominating industry is the health and wellness revolution. And so there's going to be a lot of companies that become billion-dollar companies in this type of industry in health and wellness, but we think Genesis Pure is set apart and is almost in front of a trend. And a trend is different than a fad. For anyone that's in business in here, you might have heard this, or maybe you took business classes. There's a difference between a fad and a trend. A fad comes and goes. It goes in and out. A trend is a movement, okay, that is sustaining. And we are in front of a trend of people have known about health and nutritional supplements for decades. You know, around the world and here in the U.S. have been taking vitamins and different products. But guess what? Almost all of them on the market, and the majority of those companies produce things that have, whether it be harmful stimulants or synthetic vitamins and forms of things into their body, and they don't even know it, that they're buying down at the, you know, Vitamin World or GNC or the health food store or whatever. What we're all about is putting the purest, all-natural form of ingredients in all of our products. Almost all of our products that you'll see carry a vegetarian seal on them, which is extremely rare. I've talked to experts in the world of nutrition, and they cannot believe that we have a multivitamin that has all of this multivitamin mineral that has a vegetarian seal, because it's unheard of. It's very expensive to put those forms of pure, natural vitamins and minerals in a liquid form. So that's what we're all about. And I think everybody in here would agree that the movement and the trend is going towards all natural. Words like organic, pure. That's what Genesis Pure is all about. And that's what even, you know, not just in your local neighborhood, you know, people shopping at Whole Foods or whatever, but even the elite athletes in the NFL, you know, the NBA, pro baseball, and athletes all over the world, they're moving away from supplements and things that, you know, things that have these wild names that sound like a steroid or something, to things that are all natural and pure and that feed the body good nutrition. And that's what we're all about. But we're all also about products that get results. When people put our products in their body, they get results. But here's what I want you to know. There's less than about 7 or 8 cities in the United States that have ever even had a meeting like this. Okay? And so this is brand new. You are first. If you've ever wanted to be at the right place at the right time, you are. The only question is, will people take action? So let's go ahead and get started.